All right, what is going on, everybody? I'm Matt. I'm your expert on everything from smartphones to cameras, and today we're going to be looking at the new Galaxy Z Trifold. It's official, it's been announced, it's a real thing, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. We're going to look at the design video as well as the unboxing video, and then I'm going to give you guys my own personal hot take on what I think of these new tri-folding phones and folding phones. All right, here's the video. Let's see what it is. Okay, it's surprisingly thin. Folds in twice. Yeah, so it looks just like the Z Fold 7, but it folds 3 times, basically, which is good. It's a good size. Most cinematic viewing experience. Well, yeah, it's like a 10-inch tablet now. And they added the peacock on there. That's funny. So that was cool. That was really quick. The shape of what's next. Okay, interesting. Galaxy Z Trifold. So let's go straight into the unboxing video now. Unboxing Galaxy Z Trifold. So I do see off the bat that this black color, it almost looks like a carbon fiber-esque design. I think that's really cool. So they're saying that they might just do the black color for this first trifold. I'd be okay with that. Okay, so it folds from the right side out, and then the left side is the inner, and then you fold the left side out, and that's what allows it to completely fold out to that 10-11 inches. So here's the box it's going to come in. That's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, okay. So it looks like you get a carbon shield case in the box. So, and that matches the design of the carbon black phone also. So that's pretty cool. I know this thing's probably going to be like $2,500, so it should come with a case in my opinion. Looks like it comes with a 45-watt power adapter as well, and your Type-C cable. So here's a better look at the side profile. I mean, yes, it's thicker than the one that folds twice, obviously, because it folds 3 times. But even though it's a little bit chunkier, it's not bad at all, in my opinion. Yes, it's thicker, but it still looks well managed. So there's a look at the hinge, and it is thicker than the Z Fold because it's got that 3rd layer panel in it. So that's interesting. I do like how the hinge just comes all the way around, though. Unfold the next horizon. Okay, very similar to what we've seen with the hinge systems on the Z Fold 7, just with the trifold. Yeah, so available exclusively in the crafted black. So that's the name of it, crafted black. I like it. I like the design even more from here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Anti-reflecting film, 6.5-inch cover display, 10-inch main screen. Yeah, so it's a 10-inch tablet basically. When fully unfolded, 3.9 meters. When fully folded, 12.9. So thick, but not bad. So this is interesting. It's got the 12 megapixel wide, the big boy, the 200 megapixel main sensor, and a 10 megapixel 3x telephoto, which is right in line with what we've been seeing. You know, again, for the price of whatever it's going to be, like mid $2,000, it should have 3 cameras, and they should all be decent cameras. 10 megapixel front camera, 5,600 milliamp hours of battery capacity. A 5,000 milliamp hour plus battery is the minimum of what I would expect for something like this. So 5,600 milliamp hours is probably a good sweet spot. I believe the batteries on the Z Folds is a dual cell design. So half the batteries in one panel, half is in the second panel. I don't know if they kept that same dual cell design or if they maybe stretched it across all 3. I don't know. So I'm not going to pretend I do. But 5,600 milliamp hours should stand up quite nicely. 45-watt fast charging. Okay. First ever trifold Galaxy device. And then you got a picture of everything that comes with it. Nice. Okay, it's the same end screen as before. Okay, so let's talk about it real quick. This thing looks freaking sweet. I mean, come on. We have our first official tri-folding phone from Samsung, and it's a Galaxy. So of course, I think this thing is badass. And it's crazy now that you can not just kind of have a phone that folds out to that 7-8 inch tablet iPad mini size display, but you can fold it a third time to get that full 10-inch tablet size display. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, 2025, almost 2026, right? So it's crazy. But again, Samsung hasn't finalized the price on this yet. People are speculating when it hits the US market, it'll be between $2,400 to $2,800. So even more expensive than the Galaxy Z Fold. So overall, my thoughts, very cool. I'm glad they're doing it. Innovation is always good. Now, let's swing over to the pragmatist side. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, but in terms of sales and how it's realistically going to sell and what I think of the design as a whole, Samsung is not going to expect to sell too many of these, especially right off the bat. Only super enthusiasts basically are going to buy it, or people at cell phone stores and have the financing and just say YOLO because it looks freaking cool. But again, $2,400 to $2,800 US is so much for a phone. So Samsung likes to be first. Apple likes to see it done a couple times, learns from others, refines things, and gets it to the highest level possible they can get it to. But Samsung likes to be first, and they do it all the time. Here they are doing it again with the Trifold series. Again, one aspect of this is in terms of sales, they're not going to be making a crazy amount of these. They're not going to expect them to sell like crazy or outsell any of their other phones. They just want to have it and add it to their repertoire, so to speak. That way the people who can and really want to buy them will. Now, I consider myself a cell phone enthusiast, but I don't do folding phones. I've tried them, tried multiple. They're just not what I like, basically. And it took multiple folding phones for me to daily drive to figure that out about myself. Some people like daily driving them. Finally, let's get to my hot take. And my hot take is folding phones don't need to be phones. And what I mean by that is these would be fantastic tablets. A Galaxy Z Fold 7 without the front screen, because that's another issue that I have with folding phones, is you don't need multiple screens. It seems like it seems inefficient, not a waste to me, but it's inefficient. If Samsung made a Z Fold 7 where it didn't have the front screen, it was just front and back, and then you open it up to have that 8-inch screen, people would buy that all day. And I say that as somebody who worked in phone sales for years and was repetitively one of the top performers in the company, knowing what phones sold best to what people, the intricacies and ins and outs of phones and how they operate in the US market. I have years of experience with top level sales performance, and I studied people for those years that I was doing it. I paid attention to what people bought and why and what the reasons were. And let me just tell you, if you're Samsung and you want to sell a lot more tablets, even possibly taking the tablet crown back from Apple, because the iPads have the #1 seat and they have for a while, just make a folding, just make this, but not a cell phone. Take away the front screen, make it $1,500 less or $1,000 less. People will buy it like crazy. So many people would love to have one of these that they could just fold, put it in their purse or pocket, and then when they're wanting to use it, they can literally open it up, have an 8 or 10-inch screen, and use it for as long as they want, and it'll be great. Also, taking away the front screen would not only add to durability, but you would get even better battery life. So that's my hot take. I think Samsung should make folding tablets without the front cell phone screen, take out the cellular modem, give us like a Z Fold 7 without the front screen for like $600, $700, $800. People will pay that all day, no problem. Give it 1 or 2 decent cameras. Doesn't have to be the flagship ones, just decent, versatile ones that will work good and take good pictures. People will absolutely buy those all day. And right now, Apple cannot compete with that. They have their iPads, but they have 0 folding phones and 0 folding tablets. And also, that's what I want to see personally. I would personally love to have just folding 8 and 10-inch tablets to where you could just bifold it or trifold it away into your pocket or throw it in your bag. And the footprint is so much smaller than a full-size tablet. I think there's a lot of people out there that would love having those. The cheaper price of it not having to be a phone and the extra outer screen would make it so much more appealing to a lot of people. Samsung would sell them like crazy if they would just make folding tablets. That's my hot take. Overall, I'm still really excited about the new Galaxy Z Trifold. Drop a comment down below and tell me what you guys think. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.